Hello and welcome to another X-Ray Tech video. Today we're going to be talking about why you should automate for one person at your company. So when you automate for one individual, you can isolate a lot of variables and understand really what is happening for that person. What does that person do on a repeated basis? What are the critical decisions that they need to make? And most importantly, what ends up becoming a bottleneck or a choke point for that person? Now, when you're building automations, getting information to that person and getting information and decisions out of that person become the focal point and the goal of automation, right? Can we prepare information for this individual to make a decision faster? And when that person makes the decision, what happens after that decision is made? So in building the automation for that individual and amplifying that individual's time, you're able to build the automation infrastructure that will not only make that person's day more efficient, you're actually doing the prep work to build an automation for their team. So when focusing on an individual, you're really focusing on amplifying that one person's time and how that one person can then make more decisions in a day. So removing that bottleneck and really turning it into a human checkpoint. When we're starting with an individual, that's the concept that's going to scale. How can we identify the bottlenecks for a single person and turn those bottlenecks into checkpoints so that that person is able to sit on top and make a decision, as opposed to worrying about where all this information is coming and going to, right? They're able to focus on the creative, analytical, strategic, and thoughtful work that is essential to their job success. So there's a couple levels of complexity that change when you're automating for a team. First and foremost is an operational database. That is most likely going to be essential for you when you're setting up a team automated infrastructure, because there's a lot of other decisions that are going to be made. And not only decisions are going to be made and work is going to get done, but individual members of that team need to be aware of the decisions that are made and aware of the work that is done. The operational database is essentially an air traffic controller for all your automations and able to coordinate the complexity and the decisions that have been made across the team so that everyone's aware and that decision making is transparent and the work that is getting done is visible to everyone that's on the team. Now, the lines between a team automation and a department or even a company-wide set of automations tend to evolve in a more progressive way. Once you have your operational database set up and you're building these automations that are supporting an individual and then that individual's team, making the jump to a department and to a company-wide automations are relatively trivial once you have that infrastructure built. And this is the concept of automating that I think is really misunderstood here, is start with the smallest unit you can, the individual, and build on top of that. Allow the infrastructure to evolve and build it with the intent that it will evolve. So when you're going from an individual to a team to a department, and a department to your company, the emphasis is on making decisions, making these decisions more transparent to everyone else on the team, and to allow asynchronous work to occur on every level of the organization. So if you're not sure where to start automating, always start at the individual level. Identify those bottlenecks and start to create those checkpoints and decision-making points for the people on your team. And then as you do it for one person, then you can do it for a team and a department and hopefully your entire company. And everyone is able to work with more transparency. You're able to get more decisions done in a day, and you're able to achieve more as a team. So I hope this video has been helpful. As always, links and resources are in the description down below. And don't forget, keep the flow.